The following program was recorded at ARC Advisory Group's annual World Industry Forum in Orlando, Florida. I'm pleased to welcome Director of Research for ARC, David Humphrey.
We're here today talking to John Leslie, who is the Manager of Energy and Building Automation at MGM Resorts. John, thanks for being with us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
John, at the ARC Forum here in Orlando this week, we've talked a lot about strategies for energy management and saving energy in manufacturing processes. But you and I know that's only part of the equation. Some manufacturing companies are starting to realize today that there's a lot of potential to save energy in facilities. What would be your advice with your experience to manufacturing companies to extend their strategies for energy management to their facilities?
Well, the first thing that I would suggest to them is to start sub-metering the equipment that uses the electricity. Someone told me a long time ago, you cannot control what you don't understand or don't know. And before we get involved with any type of energy savings programs, we need to know exactly where we're using the most electricity or natural gas. And we begin there and then start working our way down.
John, when you're conducting one of these assessments to understand where to begin with your energy management strategy, to what level of granularity do you look to measure information? Is it at the area level? Is it at the plant level? Or is it a different level?
Well, it always starts at the area level, and then once we find out what is the most energy wasted or run inefficiently, then we start looking down more granularly. So we start looking at the machinery, especially in chiller plants. The chillers are the largest consumer of electricity.
John, you recently implemented some pretty strict procedures at an MGM property in Macau that netted over $3 million in savings. How do you go about an assessment like this for a project like this? Do you have a standard formula that you apply, or is each case unique?
Well, each case is unique, but I do have a standard formula where I start with the highest consumer of the energy and work my way down. And of course, Macau, the highest consumer of energy was the chillers. And then once we figured out why we were running too many chillers and why they were running inefficiently, then we worked on the pumping systems that moved the chill water into the hotel itself. And then we started running those more efficiently. So it's a step-by-step from the largest to the smallest.
The Macau project had a very short payback period. I think it was 10 months. Is that a typical value, or what can end users expect for a payback period for, let's say, a new energy management initiative?
Well, the first thing you got to realize is, where are you at? Energy rates are different all throughout the country, and they're definitely different all throughout the world. Now, energy projects that I've done in Michigan and Illinois, the energy charges are much less than they are here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, the charges are about twice that of Midwestern power companies. Then when we get to Macau, the power company is charging us about twice of what the rates are in Las Vegas. So the ROIs, you may have three identical projects, but the ROIs are going to be different because the rates are different. But they're all extremely successful, and they all save energy and reduce our carbon footprint.
Industrial companies traditionally use AC drives in applications to control speed and torque on machines, and not very often for energy efficiency. What can manufacturers learn from facilities managers about using AC drives for energy savings? These are classic automation products, so how can manufacturers use them for other purposes, for energy?
Well, I come from a manufacturing background early in my career. And one thing that the manufacturers could do is use drives to start machinery on non-peak times, or use drives to start during peak times where you don't get hit with all the peak charges. That is a major hit. And a lot of times in manufacturing, the only thing you want to do is get this product out. But if you can do some planning and figure out when you need to be super productive, or you can slow down a little bit, you can use drives to reduce your energy consumption considerably. Same thing with plugging in power trucks, electric power trucks. You can do that at certain times and not the peak times. You can run machines on drives, or start up new machines on drives to save that energy peak bump that you'll get. So,
interesting stuff. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
We're here with John Leslie of MGM Resorts talking about energy management and manufacturing processes. Thanks for watching.